I don't think I'm ready for this. In fact, I'm 100% sure I'm not. My brain is saying, go back inside, shut the doors. But my hands are already untying the ropes. Why did I tie this up so? It's like a spaghetti mess. Well, at least it's not going to come undone easily. Well, I don't mind admitting it, I am petrified. I'm officially breaking up with shore power. No unlimited electricity, no safety nets, no neighbours to call on for help. It's just me, 20 tons of steel and a very narrow canal. Honestly, this feels like a mistake. A big, floaty, expensive mistake. But I'm committed now. Time to leave the marina. And a goodbye number 12. You've been good to me. That's my pontoon number. Just going to go up a couple of locks, get some fuel. I'll be stuck out in the middle of nowhere and I can't just pop along and get a jerry can of fuel, so I've got to make sure I've got enough. I'll just get into the first lock. I need my windlass. Where's that gone? Ah, there it is. That's what I need. Just going to be going up this lock with somebody else. As you can see, there's quite a lot of vegetation collecting in the canal. Can you tell? It's heavy. The chap very kindly offered to close the gate for me so I didn't have to stop and get off again. And that's the thing about cruising on the canals. It's that community, help each other spirit, which is fantastic. And just there while we go past these moored boats, private moorings, you can see there's a dam there which is just above Calcutta. I did a video which I'll put a link to up above, which showed you how low the water levels actually got, and they're probably a good 10 feet higher than they were back then in the summer or late autumn last year. Thankfully we've had a decent amount of rain over winter. I will admit I've been hoping to leave the marina this year at some point, but not quite as quick. Sorry, some geese there just flying over, distracting me. Where was I? Been planning to do this year some point, but everything happened very quickly in the last week or so, where I had to make a decision on either leaving the marina or just trying somehow to find the money to stay there, because the old taxman, you can see the geese flying behind me there, taxman's decided to take his chunk out of my pension money, let's say. Not happy. Work all your life, pay your taxes, pay your national insurance, come to retire, think you're going to have a great time. Nope. Taxman bites you in the behind again. So I decided just a few days ago now, spoke to the marina and they were super about letting me get out early, because I'm supposed to give them about 3 months notice. I've actually only managed to give them about 4 days, so they were fantastic. I've been there about a year, just about. I'm actually really nervous about doing this so quickly. I've got everything I need. I've got power, hopefully enough. We'll see over the next few days. But it was safe in the marina. I had as much power as I wanted, as much power as I needed. I could run my coffee machine. Can't do that now. If I get stuck or have a problem, I'm probably miles from anywhere. Never mind, hopefully a kindly little duck will come and help me out. They're always bobbing around, begging for food. And yes, of course I feed them. I give them proper seed, like they're supposed to eat naturally. Try not to give them too much bread. Does anyone else do this? You plan your dream for years, which I have done. 5 or 6 years I've been dreaming about doing this now. You buy the boat, tell everyone about it, you do your decoration of the boat, you get all the bits on it you want, like solar power, heating, sort all that out, and then the moment you actually do it, your stomach is doing backflips, which mine have been doing ever since this morning. At 2 o'clock this morning I had to get up. Managed to get another hour or so later on, but it's hard. Suddenly it feels very real. I'm responsible for moving a house, really. I just need to remember where I put everything. Like I was looking for my windlass earlier, going through the lock. I couldn't remember where I'd left it. But here I am, on my way. Let's settle a bet with my internal monologue. You know, that little voice in your head that talks to you, tells you what you should do, what you shouldn't do. I just had to pause there for a second. I was just going past a chap who is digging a hole near the side of the canal in a farmer's field. Right, where was I again? Internal monologue, that little voice in your head, that's it. Let's be honest in the comments. Would you do something like this? Or are you watching from a house that doesn't move when the wind blows. Perhaps you're thinking I've lost my mind. Maybe I have. So far, yes, I have crashed into a tree, or a tree crashed into me. It's a better way of putting it, isn't it? Nearly pulled my aerial off for the TV. I've got it tied down though, so got lucky. Having said all that, sun is shining, a few clouds, but it's very warm. 16-17 degrees for the UK is warm. That's centigrade. Need to concentrate, keep wondering, keep thinking about what can go wrong. Let's try and be more positive. I suppose no cars speeding past. I'm doing what, 3 miles an hour maybe? Just the sound of my engine. There's no wind, which is even better. Wind and boats don't really hatch, don't go where you want them to go. I've been thinking about where I'm going to moor. I was looking at satellite pictures and seeing if there's like a bridge where I can park a car. You can go on street view so you can see where parking spaces are, where boats are moored. There's a space further up here, just near a bridge, which I'm going to try first. Well, the mooring doesn't seem as good, but it's a lot shorter walk, because all this canal I'm going along now, I've got to walk back that way to go and pick the car up. So it's going to be at least 2 miles, so the further away I go, the longer it is. And I'm lazy. Don't want to have to walk too far if I can help it. Having said that, I do need to be fitter than I am, and part of the point of doing this continuous cruising is to get fitter. It means I have to walk further, do things, keep the body moving. So I'm convinced as I get older that's going to help me. I do have a second spot, which is actually my preferred mooring spot, but it's probably an extra half a mile further on, which is not really a big deal, but if I don't have to walk as far to the car for this first mooring, then I'd prefer to do that, at least till I can pick the car up, bring it close to where the boat's moored. As I said, still got to work. It's only a few days a week, but it makes a difference. It is a lovely part of canal, this. There's a spot I did look at just round this corner under a bridge, but you can't access the canal from the bridge, and there's no parking, because this would have been ideal because it's not that far back to where my car is parked. This is also called a winding hole, so you can turn pretty much any length of boat around just here. I should have taken my jumper off. Get very warm in this sun. Not complaining. Sun is good. You know, I said there was no access to the canal. There's actually a gate there. leads up to a path. I don't believe there's any parking spaces for cars up there, so I'll have to have a look at that again on the map, on the satellite map. So as you can see up on the left here, there's some mooring spots. Not ideal because it's on a bend, but it's closer. I'll go up to my next choice, little way up the canal. I think I'm about to go past the mooring spot I've chosen. I do believe it's this bridge 104 where there's a parking spot. It's a bit tight to moor there. Yes, I think this was the spot. So what I'm going to do is go further up to my favourite spot, because it looks like mooring past this bridge on the other side is not going to be possible. Yes, unfortunately that mooring spot back there, just about to see the bridge behind me, it's just on the other side of the bridge and it's a little bit tight to get boats through, so I'm just going to have to walk a bit further. I might got to get used to it, haven't I? Just around the next couple of bends. I do believe my mooring spot that I prefer is round the next bend. I could actually moor up pretty much anywhere along there, far from ideal. So I'd have to use pins, which it's like a big stake, you just bash it into the ground. They can come loose if people go past too quickly in their boats, because then the wash moves the boat, moves the pin, and it just pops out. Which is why you go slow past moored boats. Yep, there's my spot. My spot just coming up on the left. Enough space for two boats, but it's just going to be me for now, at least. I do have a boat coming up behind me, so I'll just pull in, get the ropes out so that I can safely hold on to it while they go past. Well, it's around about 11 PM. The sun has gone down a few hours ago, and tonight is the real test. It's my first night out in the wild, all on my own. What was that noise? I better go and check that out. Wish me luck.